Yo, halo semuanya. Jadi balik lagi sama Bang Fit di sini channel RFDwitama ya kan. Jadi kali ini kita akan ngelanjutin lagi game Genshin Impact dan ini sudah part yang ke-12 ya kan. Jadi kita akan ngelanjutin lagi quest Archon yang kemarin ya kan. Kita lanjut lagi ke bagian yang kedua guys ya kan. Jadi gimana keseruan untuk game Genshin Impact part yang ke-12 kali ini gamenya kita mulai. Oke, let's go. Oke semuanya, kita lanjutin lagi ya kan untuk part yang ke-12 kali ini ya kan. Kita lanjut lagi ke misinya quest Archon lagi, maksudnya ke Wangseng. Tunggu sampai hari berikutnya guys ya. Jadi ini kita tunggu sampai ke esok harinya. Berarti kita percepat aja ya. Seperti biasa ya kan, kita harus menghemat waktu. Gimana sih caranya dulu? Oh ini, jangan sampai lupa lagi ya. Ini waktunya, berarti kita harus tunggu sampai esok hari. Esok hari itu mulai dari jam berapa nih? Gak mungkin dong tengah malam. Ya kita mulai hari pagi aja lah ya, jam 6 pagi lah ya. Udah mulai kayaknya ya. Yap. Oke. Ada achievement di sini. Sebentar. Apa nih? Keajaiban dunia ya. Negeri melayang di antara beribu batu. Oke, siap. Hantu Curly Silly Billy dah. Iya. Yap. Oh di atas di tempat yang tadi juga ya. Hah? Iya kan? Tempat yang tadi juga ya, yang kemarin lah. Karena kan harinya udah berganti ya kan. Iya. Kalau kita nunggu lama tuh guys, berapa menit tuh ya kan? Ini kan udah cepat ya. Oke, kita masuk ke sini. Ya kan? Oke, kita ini kan penjaga ya, berarti masukkan ya lah. Yap. Oke. Oh, ini ya banknya ya. Mewah juga ya guys ya. Some kind of, I don't know, maybe Chinese bank. Looks like. Yap, ini dia. Dan kenapa dia pakai topeng? I don't know lah. Ekaterina. Kayak pernah dengar nama ini. Oke, halo Ekaterina.
Welcome, friend of child, and congratulations on the first day of your illustrious career with the Fatui.
Bergabung dengan Fatui? Saya tidak berniat bergabung dengan Fatui, mohon maaf.
You sound remarkably sure of yourself. Remember, we are mere mortals. Our ideas are fluid like water. Only the Tsaritsa truly has
Kami
a
tuh
will as
independen
solid
ya,
as the
no lah.
permafrost. But back to the matter at hand. Child tells me that he has upheld his end of your agreement.
What agreement?
Agreement.
Oh, the thing about him helping us find a guy?
Correct. Child promised he would find someone to break the stalemate. And the Harbingers do not break their promises lightly.
Ah, where is that guy anyway?
Child is currently at Lioli Pavilion.
Lioli Pavilion. Okay.
Oh, Paimon knows this one. Ahem. There are two styles of cooking in Lioli, known as Li style and Yue style. They have been competing for centuries.
So, jadi namanya ada Lie jadinya ya. Gabungan dari kedua itu ya. Seperti Surabaya ya guys ya, ada Suro dan Boyo ya. Suro itu hiu dan buaya itu buaya ya. Ya kayak gitulah ya kan.
Don't talk to Paimon like that. Anyway, Paimon's hungry. hurry. Let's get moving.
Sampai jumpa, Master Masa Lampau. Wah, ini kayaknya cukup mistis lagi nih ceritanya. I don't know lah ya kan. Kita lihat lagi ya. Oke. Kita suruh ke bawah. Udah lah, lompat aja lah. Lama, kan? Iya, ada si Child rupanya di sini. Halo Child.
Aha, you made it. As promised, I found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery of why the Liu Qixing would hide the Geo Archon's vessel.
So, where is he? In Liuli Pavilion?
He certainly is. Come, I'll introduce you. I took the liberty of setting up a business dinner, as per the Liu custom.
Okay. Sorry.
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room.
Zhongli! Wow! Wow, Zhongli. Keren ya guys ya. Ganteng dia guys. Tapi di sini nggak tahu juga sih, kadang-kadang kepribadiannya aneh ya kan. Suaranya keren ya.
Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhongli, consultant to an organization known as Sheng, and a trusted associate of the Fatui.
What the heck? No.
Indeed, Sheng's line of work can be sensitive at times. Let's just say they understand when discretion is needed.
Kok aneh nih? Ada apa nih?
And we, the Fatui, have always been glad to do business with friends who walk in the shadows.
Walk in the shadows?
It is an honor to meet you. I have heard tell of you from Mondstadt.
Oh, jadi dia kok suaranya kenapa jadi kayak orang tua gini?
Shadows? Is Wangshan some kind of business involving dealing with people?
Indeed. It is as you have guessed. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials. We ensure that those who pass on do so in peace.
Huh?
Did you think he was some sort of hired killer? The Fatui calls many such people friends, but the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does not dabble in such business. Well, ostensibly.
Okay.
Well, they are still... I shouldn't say too much. In any case, I brought you to meet Mr. Zhongli because...
Because I can bring you to see Rex Lapis's vessel.
What?
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo Archon's body has been squirreled away by order of the Tianquan Ningguang. But first, let's hear what Mr. Zhongli has to say, shall we?
Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. Many Adepti have left us over the millennia. This is the inexorable trend. The times have changed. You must have felt it too when you were at Jueyun Karst. As you have seen, the time of the Adepti is ending, and the time of mankind is slowly dawning. In years past, Liu's tradition was that a huge memorial service be held to mark the passing of every Adeptus. But this time, the Qixing have made no attempt whatsoever to respect this tradition. It is sacrilege.
Yeah, the killer hasn't even been caught yet.
Deicide or not, the concern of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is this. When the ritual to receive this god is so kingly, it is all the more egregious for his final send-off to go unattended to. Traveler, Child has told me a lot about you. Since you have had dealings with the Animo Archon,
Yep.
could I ask you to help me prepare the Geo Archon's last rites?
I need to think about it first.
Well, if you really think about it, we don't have any other choice.
Indeed, no amount of consideration can change this outcome. The Tianquan Ningguang has forbidden anyone from accessing Rex Lapis's vessel, which of course you would need to access if you were to achieve your goal of meeting all of the 7.
Okay.
Precisely. Only by participating
You don't
in
have
the
a
rite
choice,
of
okay?
parting will you be able to see the form of Rex
We don't have a
Lapis again.
choice. Alright, let's go then.
If we are agreed, come with me. We will speak of the details as we walk.
Alright, my bridge building work here is done. Turned out well, didn't it? You can go if you want to. Don't worry about me. I might just have a few more drinks. And get acquainted with these things they call chopsticks in the meantime.
Alright. Oke lah. Oke, kita keluar lagi. Kita jumpai si Zhongli lagi. Chongli apa Zhongli? Zhongli ya. Alright. Jadi mana? Oh ini ya. Halo, Mr. Zhongli.
After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, traveler, how does it feel to know that our Archon and Adepti are here all around you in Liyue?
Oke, semuanya. Jadi kita lanjutin lagi, ya kan? Kita disuruh untuk pergi dan beli Nocticlus Z, ya guys ya. Jadi Nocticlus Z ini setahu Bang Fit ya kan adalah batu yang warna biru ya guys ya. Ya, sebuah material penguatan juga ya kan. Ya, di manakah dia yang jual? Oh, di sini ya. Halo, Sito. Ya kan? Oke. Sito. Ya, ada cutscene di sini.
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my good friends. Would you like to try your luck betting on Jade? This could be your lucky day.
Oke.
It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows, you just might strike it rich.
Betting? No, we're here for...
Betting ya.
what was it again?
Noctilucus Jade, of radiant grade
Noctilucus,
at the very
Noctilucus, Pak.
least.
Noctilucus terbalik ya.
Radiant grade,
Noctilucus.
Noctilucus Jade? I see. You're not a tourist. My apologies. I have some here for your perusal. What do you think? The Jade Mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look at that wonderful quality. Rex Lapis doesn't often bless us with such finery. Go on, pick whichever one you like.
These 3 pieces really do look pretty. Not like the ones you usually dig up. But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
Bagaimana dengan pendapatmu ya?
Oh? You want me to decide? That is fine as well. If it were me, the answer would be simple.
Oh? And that would be...
I'll take them all, boss.
Oh, you act with such panache, good sir. I always knew you were not a man of ordinary caliber.
Oh, wait, boss! That one didn't count! We need to discuss it again!
Ya bener sih, ambil semua aja ya.
If
Apa
we
yang
only
bingung
need
milih?
one for the ritual, aren't we wasting 3 times the more if we buy them all?
Oh, Mora. It is as you say. I suppose I overlooked this particular aspect of the transaction.
Huh? How do you not think about Mora when buying things?
If one must always consider Mora before acting, then in all things one is bound by Mora.
What?
Wah, dia
All Mora
filosofis
is
juga nih.
currency, but not all currency is Mora.
the rich live? Well, he knows a lot about big money, but not a lot about big savings.
No need to waver. Even when I am constrained by Mora, I have ways of working around my limitations. Evaluating the quality of Noctilucous jade is indeed very tricky. As crude ore, there is little difference in texture, lustrousness, and internal pattern between good and bad jade. Only after the item made using Noctilucous jade has taken shape will you be able to see whether it is up to par or not. If you return to those crafty merchants to quibble, they will counter by saying that your crafting bench is to blame, or that your heat control was poor.
Whoa! To think it's that easy to get cheated.
But there is a way to truly evaluate this jade, and a true insider would know it. A fool sees the pointer and misses the moon.
What does that mean?
If you point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you are pointing at the moon, while a fool will only see the finger. The patterns, the facade, these are all the finger. Noctilucous jade is a mystical stone used to light up the darkness, and so its brightness is the important thing. It is the moon. Noctilucous jade of excellent quality would have superior pyro affinity. In other words, the bluer and brighter the luster of the ore under high temperature, the higher its quality. I have imparted the priceless secrets of the jade trade to you. Now, all that's left is to put it into practice.
Priceless, huh? Hyman's just said that we might never be able to use it again. We're back to buy some rocks, boss. But can you let us burn them first?
Burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell? That would... well... fine. As you wish, then. How about this? I can take a small sample of all three. I'll take a bit of a loss. We'll count it as a friendly gesture.
Don't worry. I know the rules. As long as we can prove that it is good jade, you will not take a loss.
All right. Take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them to boot.
Aren't these too thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker. These are almost see-through.
Stingy? I've already been very generous. Any more and you may as well have my neck.
But wouldn't something this thin go poof if we held it to the fire?
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive a merchant of his profits would be like forcing a ravenous wolf to vomit up the food in its stomach.
Haha, betul juga sih.
Nonetheless, under the
Bener nih
right
kata si
conditions,
Master
these thin
Zhongli ya guys ya.
slices will serve.
What sort of conditions?
While we add the high temperatures using pyro, we can use hydro to reinforce it from within. This way, the samples will not disintegrate immediately.
Oh! Oh, sir, to think you were this learned. Thank you for your understanding.
Strictly speaking, asking for samples when we have not yet agreed to purchase the goods is unfair. Trade in Liyue must be based upon fairness.
Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out.
Mana ya ini ya? Dapur tempat Xiangling. Dapat upah George. Yang ini kali ya.
Oh, Paimon remembers we once saw this big pot down at the Dada Upa Gorge in the camp of the hilly churls from the Mii
Dada
tribe.
upah kok, dapat
It's
upah.
real sturdy and should be able to take the elemental reactions. Now, let's pack those samples up and make a move.
Oke, cari ini ya. Oh, jauh nih guys. Ini kayaknya di monster lagi kayaknya sih. Coba kita lihat dulu ya. Kok ada achievement nih? Pemberi hukuman akibatkan lebih dari 5.000 critical damage. Oke. Iya, jauhnya. Yang ini ya. Ya, Bang Fit ingat nih. Oke, kesini dulu ya. Kita teleport waypoint lagi, ya kan? Oke. Oke, kita dari sini, ya kan? Sebentar, sepertinya ya. Seperti biasa, kita harus manjat-manjat lagi. Yap, itu dia, ada kelihatan.
It has been a long time since I last set foot in the
Oh, si
nation.
Zhongli-nya juga ikut ya?
A friend of
Negara angin,
mine from Mondstadt would always bring a few bottles of locally brewed dandelion wine whenever he came to visit me in Liyue. It must be said that the famed liquor of the land of pastorals
Itu dia.
is far better than Sumeru's frigid snake.
That's the pot! It looks like the hilly trolls are still using it. It's a bit impolite, but we gotta cut the line.
Ya, ngerti. Salah.
Inadmissible evidence.
Tuh. Oke, beres. Oke.
Don't be such a brute.
Oke, beres guys. Nikah dia. Yap.
There's still soup in here. These hilly trolls sure have big appetites.
Oke. Saatnya bereksperimen, ya kan?
This soup looks like it could be used as our hydro elemental protection. Let's fire it up and begin our experiment.
Oke.
We're ready to go. Paimon will help remember which one of the three is which. Use pyro to keep making the pot hotter until we get the results we need. Mr. Zhongli said that the shinier and bluer the ore gets, the better it is. So, pay close attention.
Gunakan pyro untuk memanaskan. Oh, iya. Pas sekali dong Bang Pit ini pakai ini. Dari sini aja kan?
Whoa, that light came from the first Noctilucous Jade.
Hey, the heck?
Hilly trolls are surrounding us again. Were they attracted by the light?
Don't worry.
Such nosy neighbors. Let's take care of them and continue again after.
Beres, gampang ini. Again.
Motion to compel. That light came
Ada
from the
lagi?
second Noctilucous Jade, didn't it?
Don't worry.
More hilly trolls. They don't give up, do they? Looks like they're mad that we ruined their food.
Of course, dude. This is their house, so it's really normal if they mad, you know. Hey, slow. Nice. Oke, tinggal yang ini. Oke, looks good. Lagi. Sorry. Pyro itu api ya, deh. Jangan lupa. Oke.
Oh, that's Lucas jade, wasn't it? It was so much shinier than the rest. Let's go with that one. Let's head back to the Jade Mystery to buy some jade, shall we?
Iya. Yang urutan kedua ya, yang kedua ini ya. Oke. Sekarang balik lagi, jauh banget. Bolak-balik cuma untuk itu. Ya udahlah. Misinya kayak gitu ya kan, guys. Nah, kita ikuti aja. Oke, di sini kita teleport waypoint lagi. Oke, kita ada di sini. Ya kan? Jumpai lagi Bapak Sito nih. Jadi yang paling cerah itu yang paling kanan ya guys. Yang tengah ya. Baru yang kiri, baru yang kanan. Yang mana itu? Aku nggak tahu urutannya tadi. Kedua dong ya. Coba.
Huh? No, it wasn't that one. Paimon remembers that it wasn't very bright.
Jadi yang mana?
Think a bit harder.
Iya nggak tahu lah urutan yang mana pertama.
Huh? No, it
Oh, yang
wasn't that
ketiga.
one. Paimon remembers that it wasn't very bright.
Oh ya untung
Think a
aja.
bit harder.
Oh untungnya dikasih tahu ya guys ya. Yang ketiga lah.
Exactly. That's the one Paimon remembers too.
No problem. If you have your eye on this one, you can have it.
Then we'll take a box of the third type of jade.
Done. All the same, and pardon me for asking, but I'm curious. Whatever do you need this much top-quality Noctilucus jade for?
I suppose it would not hurt to tell you. We need them to make implements for the rite of parting.
Parting? Oh, dear. I'd heard the rumors, but had given much thought to them. This means that Rex Lapis really is... Oh, it's hard to believe. Even
Yeah,
though the
it's
Jade
hard to
Mystery has
believe.
been in decline, we
I know what you
have
feel, bro.
always been under his protection. It is said that when our Lord lost his way while going incognito in the city 200 years ago, it was a spoon from the Jade Mystery that he had used to sample the local delights. Alas, all things must pass. Well, if this is to be used to say farewell to Rex Lapis, then I shall sell this to you at half the price.
Ini.
Are you sure? You didn't want to even give us an inch before.
Dari tadi
If
kayak
not for our Lord's protection, this city wouldn't exist as it does now. No proprietor could earn money off such a thing.
I'm sure Rex Lapis will feel your sentiment, boss.
In the safe hands of the Liu Chising and good honest merchants such as yourself, I for one believe that Liyue will continue to prosper as it always has done.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, my friends. What's with me getting all sentimental like this? I'll practically be giving away all my fortune at this rate.
Now that we've made our choice, let's take this Noctilucus jade back.
Noctilucus
Hey,
Jade.
wait a minute. He said it was half price, not that we could leave without paying.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I must have forgotten to do that too. Let me see. As I thought, I didn't bring any.
Any what?
Mora. My apologies. Another oversight on my part.
Aduh.
Oh, that won't do. This isn't some small sum. Oh, wait. Didn't Child give us some advanced funds earlier?
Oh iya, ada di aku ya.
That's a relief. Have a look.
It's fine. Just enough for half price. Though to be honest, it'd be all right even if the sum wasn't quite enough.
Well, it's settled then. Let's take this jade to Yujing Terrace. That's where we plan to hold the rite.
Look at you bossing everyone around. You didn't cough up a single mora.
I will do my best. You have my thanks.
Aneh juga nih orangnya si Zhongli ini ya. Oke, kita letakkan di tempatnya. Di mana tuh? Kita lihat dulu. Oh, tidak jauh, tidak jauh. Kok jauh banget nih ya? Oh, yang dari sini ya? Kayak muter gitu pasti. Iya, elah diajak muter-muter lagi kita nih guys. Mestinya ya udahlah ya, daripada kita manjat-manjat ya. Kita coba cari jalan yang normal aja dulu guys. Ini berhenti di sini petunjuknya nih. Serius aja nih. Oh, enggak di sini kok. Oke. Jangan lupa guys. Something good. Ambil ya. Jangan lupa ya. Sambil berjalan ya kan. Ini berguna buat si Singcho ya kan. Ini buat si Bedo. Entah si Bedo, entah si Barbarang atau lupa. Kan pokoknya berguna lah guys. Siap, ini dia kejadian tempat kemarin. Museng. Itu nggak musang ya kan? Oh, dia lagi berdoa ya. Oke lah. Oke, kita letakkan Noctilucus Z pada tempatnya ya kan? Apa yang terjadi? Iya.
We can leave the jade here. I have already called for a jewelsmith to shape them into the implements that we will need. Yes. I have yet to go and see Child. So, as for the jewelsmith's remuneration...
Ya udahlah kita aja.
Guess we can't do anything else. Also, is this where we're doing the rite of parting?
Yes. I have already rented this location and have begun making preparations for the rite. That's right. The Liyue Qixing have acquiesced to using the same location.
But when something this big happened here, should suspects like us really be at the crime scene? We might get caught by the Millilith. Although with that said, since we got back from Dwayne Karst, none of those pesky Millilith soldiers have come chasing after us. I wonder what that's about. Also, the, Rex Lapis vessel.
Traditionally, we call it the Exuvia.
Right! That's what it was called. You seem to know everything, Mr. Zhongli. So, was this Exuvia hidden away by the Qixing? I mean, we haven't even figured out who the murderer is.
One must think that they already have someone in mind. Or perhaps they already know. Surely they must have found all the evidence that there is to find here. These things are for the authorities in Yujing Terrace to consider. Trying to help would probably only add to their troubles. Before the rite is conducted, the Exuvia will be kept temporarily in the Golden House.
Keren ya guys ya namanya.
Golden House?
The only mint in Liyue, which is to say the only mint in Teyvat. All the mora that flows throughout the world is minted there.
Wow! Oh, no! Paimon wasn't thinking about anything bad. Paimon thinks it suits Morax. But why do you know this, Mr. Zhongli?
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the Qixing, it is a semi-official event. As such, there is already some limited information available. Perhaps each has their motives, but this is the capital of commerce. A little exploitation once in a while is not unacceptable. In Liyue, where the god of contracts reigns, only contracts may not be betrayed. I, for one, have no issue with little maneuvers outside their remit. Well then, we should go and prepare the perfumes used in the rite.
Perfumes? Where
Parfum.
do we get those? Do
Itu
we
apa
buy
lagi?
them?
No. Perfumes used to honor the gods must be freshly decocted.
Oh, silk flower. Oke, tadi kita udah dapat kan? Untung aja kita ambil guys. Silk flower itu yang tadi yang warna merah ya guys ya.
Silk flower petals contain a fibrous material of good quality, often used in brocade making. Its scent, however, is most elegant, and is especially suited for solemn events, like giving offerings to gods and adepti.
It's time for Zhongli's lectures on high society again.
We shall not speak of the details right now. Follow me. We shall go to the merchants to purchase our ingredients.
Oke. Silk flower ya kan. Hah? Masih di bawah lagi ya? Oh iya, oke. Padahal kita udah punya ya, ngapain beli lagi ya? Terus ditanya lagi, ini yang kualitasnya yang mana yang bagus? Kali ya guys ya. Mana dia? Penjualnya yang mana nih? Pasti karena signalnya. Pingnya Bang Pit ini tinggi banget guys, nggak terbuka-buka guys. Halo. Hah? Oh di bawah lagi. Bukan pingnya ternyata guys. Bang, walaupun kuning lah, lumayan lah ya guys ya. Soalnya yang pakai lagi banyak tuh di bawah tuh ya kan. Oh iya, iya. Sini juga rame nih. Banyak yang bling-bling juga di sini. Coba. Penyamaran Rex lagi. Udah kan? Ah, ini dia yang jual guys. Si Bolai. Oh, ternyata Bapak Bolai lagi ya. Cukup banyak peran si Bapak Bolai di sini ya guys ya. Oke lah. Halo Bapak Bolai.
Hey boss, do you sell silk flowers here?
Silk flowers? We certainly do. Which kind would you like?
Which kind? The good kind? The best kind? Remind Paimon what kinds there are again?
Ugh, you ignorant shoppers. Always coming in here with your stupid questions.
Golden Housemaiden, Valley Weaver, and Fate's Yearning. One of each to start with, if you don't mind.
My goodness, this gentleman is quite the connoisseur. You two must be his servants. Please refrain from any further attempts to
bayar
contribute.
kita ya. Aduh. Udah lah, gak usah kita soal ini aja guys ya.
Now then, please peruse at your leisure.
Kita gak terlalu terkenal di sini guys. Kita terkenal di Monster.
Any further thoughts?
Silk flowers exhibit different properties based on how their environmental conditions differ from their ancestral habitat. Nevertheless, these are fine specimens, excellently preserved. Just look at the abundant foliage here, and these stamens, glamorous as a maiden of the Golden House. This strain is an evergreen, and mostly grows under complex hydrological conditions. By contrast, this variety thrives in any dark, damp location, often in large clusters. Morphologically, it is distinguished by the profusion of petals and densely packed stamens, though its powerful scent gives it away just as easily. Lastly, this strain is quite the recluse, Unlike its exuberant cousins, flowers and foliage are minimal, and when in season, it has a subtle yet enduring scent. It was first discovered by the ancients when they scaled the mountains in search of the adepti. Silk flowers have all but disappeared from the wild today due to geographical changes over Liyue's history. Most are not grown by horticulturalists.
Wow, a true connoisseur. Most of that was news even to me.
I possess but a smattering of trivial knowledge. My traveler friend is the one to watch. They are on track to set foot in every corner of the world.
Oh, Mr. Zhongli, you're way too humble. So, which silk flower did you want anyway?
Beli semua
I'll
katanya.
take them all, boss.
Again?
How can I put this? When purchasing opera tickets, it is natural to decide based on which singer has the most melodious voice. The same logic applies when purchasing a pet bird. But this silk flower purchase is not an analogous case. The same logic does not apply.
Lah suka-suka
Perhaps
mu
you
aja lah.
don't know. Tradition states that we should decoct perfume from different subspecies of silk flower when making an offering to a statue of the seven. Rex Lapis will then make his own choice between the scents. Like several other tedious and complicated traditions, this one has become simplified over time. But this is the only rite of parting to take place for one of the seven in 3,700 years. As such, I do think we should honor tradition down to the last detail in this case. Now that's settled, a question. Do you have any mora on you?
You forgot to bring money again? Zhongli.
If I may interject, did I hear you say that these flowers are to be an offering to the Lord of Geo himself?
Yes, in a sense.
Gosh, well, why didn't you say so? I heard the awful news about what happened at this year's Rite of Dissension. It would be bad luck to say it out loud, but I've been worried about our dear Lord ever since. I'm worried
Baguslah kalau dia
that
sadar gitu.
everything I've heard is true. Since these flowers will be used to glorify our Lord, they're free of charge. Just don't forget to pass on my regards.
Are you serious?
Why wouldn't I be? I would be nobody if not for Rex Lapis. If he hadn't written those poems in praise of my wares, they'd only be worth a fraction of what I can sell them for today.
Huh. So much folklore here revolves around Liyue's deity making cameo appearances in support of local businesses.
Thank you, boss. I think I speak for all of us when I say that your generosity has saved our skins.
Bacot nih si Zhongli.
Our skins? You were the one who forgot to bring money.
Please, it's the least I could do.
So, now that we've got the flowers, how do we make the perfume?
Ideally with the help of an expert. Unfortunately, none of my acquaintances have personal experience in the art of decoction.
Talk about first world problems.
Hence, I need you to help by asking around in the city. Try the common folk, especially women.
So this time we get to go around town looking for nice-smelling ladies to talk to? Paimon likes this job.
I will wait for you near the statue of the seven. Meet me there when the perfume is ready.
Maybe we can find some good candidates at the Adventurers Guild. Let's ask Lan. She's master of the Liyue branch, right?
Huh? Lan? Who the hell is Lan? Who the hell is Lan? Apa kita pernah jumpa guys? Tebang Ya ampun, salah, mohon maaf. Oke, yang mana kasih LAN orangnya? Oh, belum ya. Masih nyampe ya. Sedikit lagi. Oh, ini dia ya. Halo LAN.
Lan, we need to ask you for a favor.
Oke, LAN, kami mau minta tolong dong.
I stopped accepting commissions a long time ago. Sorry, you two, but you'll just have to ask another adventurer.
Oh, it's not that kind of favor. It's just a teeny tiny thing.
Wow. Just wow. Do I look like the kind of girl who wears perfume to you? I think you're underestimating the kind of person I am.
Well, Paimon thinks you smell amazing. So come on, Lan. What's your secret if not perfume?
Now that you mention it, yes, there is something. What is that scent? Oh, it must be from the Qingshin flowers I picked on the
Oh,
way
ini
back.
Qingshin ya.
I forgot I still had them with me.
Aha! The truth is out. Lan's got a soft spot for wildflowers.
No, they were for medicinal use only. Anyway, this is a pointless conversation. If you want to know about perfume, try talking to Qimei.
The fortune teller, right? Paimon remembers she smells pretty good. Thanks, Lan. See you around.
Beda ya guys ya, kalau flower sama Qingshin beda ya. Qingshin yang bunganya warna putih kalau nggak salah. Yup. Oh, yang ini ya, cewek ini ya. Hai. Qiming.
Hello. How may I help?
We've come to ask you a question.
Udah langsung aja lah.
Perfume? I rarely think to use it, let alone about how to make it myself. That said, some of the cosmetics I use are scented. Perhaps that's the cause of this confusion. Since I usually set up my stall by the docks, I avoid perfume like the plague, because Celestia forbid those lusty sailors catch a whiff and come hunting for the source.
That's the worst thing Paimon's heard all day.
While we're on the subject, have you never heard anyone mention Yingar's homemade perfume?
Yinger?
Yinger?
Oh, as in scent of spring, Yinger?
Yes, that's her. Many a rich family's daughter has gotten her to make perfume for them. Apparently, her homemade product is better than anything you'll find on the market.
Great! This is just the intel we need. Finally, we're getting somewhere.
Set, kita nanya lagi. Yinger, sekarang Yinger lagi namanya. Yinger. Di atas kah? Oh, ini. Wah, dari pakaiannya sih terlihat anak orang kaya ya katanya ya. Ya sih. Coba kita bicara. Halo Yinger.
Well, hello. You found me at last. I've been waiting for you.
Hah?
What? How did you know we were coming?
Oh, I heard a rumor about a couple who were snooping around town looking for a sweet-smelling lady. Actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find me. This is the ultimate test of my appeal, after all.
Buset.
Snooping around? Why are you making it out like we're bad people?
What can I say? People love to talk. Maybe you ought to be more discreet
Iya, orang-orang
in the
tahu
future if you
sendiri ya
don't
guys ya.
want word to get around.
Gosipnya tuh aneh ya.
Relax. I know
Padahal yang
why you're
masalahnya
here.
A bisa jadi ke
You want to get your
Z
hand on
ya.
my homemade perfume, don't you? What kind would you like?
Yang nih.
3 in 1 go. My goodness.
You have extreme tastes for someone your age. Maybe the rumors I heard were true after all. You're on the prowl and need some sweet-smelling ammunition? Is that it? Is that the best you could come up with? Even if you were genuinely offering perfume to a deity, that doesn't explain why you'd need 3 kinds. Sorry, your story just doesn't hold water.
Zhongli was right. People don't remember this tradition anymore.
As one of my favorite poems goes, O cherry tree, begrudge not thy blossoms as they are deflowered in the spring, for come winter, even thy sturdiest wood shall wither.
That went over Paimon's head a little.
In short, I'm happy to help. Traveler, you can be my assistant, but you'd better make sure I'm the only person on your mind while you're hanging around with me.
Agak agresif nih cewek ya. Boleh lah.
So, where is a good place for making sweet, sweet perfume?
Tadi kan udah kedapa dada upa ya. Sekarang kita coba ke. Nanti dia kalau jumpa cewek nggak mau lagi sendiri. Ya, gimana nih guys? Kita iseng yuk. Kita bikin siangling aja yuk. Mampus
You
ya.
mean Wan Min restaurant? Good choice. Let's go.
Biar dia nggak cemburu ya. Ya ternyata dekat dong. Ngapain kita ke dada upa tadi guys? Ya ampun, ya udahlah. Mana ada sianglingnya? Siangling nggak ada ya? Udahlah, sini aja ya. Yep, yinger.
I've had a word with Chef Mao. We can start work now.
Okay.
Are you ready to please me?
What did you say?
I meant make me proud as my assistant, obviously.
Waduh, ini anak kecil gak boleh nih. Gak boleh nih main game ini guys. Well, she's pretty. Not gonna lie, I mean, you know. Ambil air. What the hell? Oh, air di situ ya. Hah? Oh, di luar ya. Sebentar ya. Yep, ini dia air. Oke, udah. Saya sudah ambil airnya, Ibu Yinger. Yinger. Kualitas air lumayan bagus, oke.
Now, I need you to extract the silk flower essence using a crafting bench.
Crafting bench?
Perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. Very carefully, take hold of the mortar and pestle. Gently does it. You need to keep your wrist firm so your hand doesn't slip. Now use your strong hand to stir it with a persistent rhythm. Keep going until the juices start to come out.
Alright.
Ooh, you're a natural, like a fish to water. Now take these and try it out on your own using a nearby crafting bench. Don't forget to do all 3. They look visually identical during the essence extraction process, but I will put them into separate containers when the perfume is ready.
Try something new at the Wan Min restaurant.
Right. Sini ya, yep, crop. I need to crop something. Oh, ini yang orangnya mana nih? Kok nggak kelihatan? Ini ya. Oke, craft. Right, we got it. And then this one. Bunga kerinduan lah, atau apa ya guys ya? Okay, should be enough. be good. Selanjutnya kita balik lagi ke si Yinger.
Wow, this is some exquisite silk flower essence. On to the next stage, the most important one of all.
The most
The
important.
essence is placed into water and simmered over a low heat until most of the water has boiled off. You must take care to control the heat during this process. If the temperature goes too high, it will affect the scent. So please focus on controlling the heat. This is the final step. Don't
Okay.
waste a drop of that
Okay,
essence
I'll try my
now.
best. I'll
We
try my
want
best.
all of it in there.
Alright, I'll try my best.
All
Udah?
3 perfumes are ready.
Oh, udah,
And
nggak ada
you,
di
my
apa ya?
friend, were a
Ternyata nggak ada gamenya
wonderful
ya guys ya.
assistant. A testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. It's so rare to see nowadays.
Oke. Ini aja lah.
Anyway, shall I give you a brief overview of each scent? It might just help you match the right scent to the right occasion.
Paimon wants to hear this.
This first one is sweet as candy, straight out of a fairy tale. Younger women will love it. The second one is for those with more refined tastes, the first choice for daughters of high society.
Okay.
Finally, the third one has a soft but lingering scent, like a mist that captures the last light of dusk. Mature women adore this one.
Alright.
All clear?
Alright.
Don't get them mixed up now. You'll ruin the mood.
Alright.
Be sure to come visit if you ever need help with anything.
Pertama buat
okay?
gadis-gadis ya, yang kedua buat
I'll leave
yang
you
kalangan
with some
atas,
parting
yang ketiga buat
words.
wanita dewasa. Oke.
One who tries to sail 3 boats simultaneously should be careful not to go overboard.
Yeah.
Come and hang out with me at Scent of Spring sometime, okay?
Okay, sometimes ya.
Let's take these 3 perfumes over to the Statue of the Seven. Mr. Zhongli's probably been waiting a while.
Yap, kita jumpai lagi si Zhongli. Bye, Yinger. We need to finish our job, you know. Hey. Oke, teleport waypoint lagi. Alright, kita dari sini. Oh, ini dia si Master Zhongli ya guys ya. Oke, Master Zhongli, what are you doing?
We've brought the perfumes, Mr. Zhongli. Did we take too long?
Mr. Zhongli.
You were just staring up at the statue.
Oh, you're back. Don't worry, I haven't waited long. Compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statues have kept over Liyue, this was but a brief moment.
Well, how can a person compete with a statue?
That is true. Well, have you brought the perfumes?
3 sets, and not 1 less.
Thank you both. Let us offer them up.
This is the first kind of perfume. Miss Yinger said that it's sweet as a dream, and it's liked by younger ladies. This is the second kind. It's got an elegant smell, and the daughters of high society love it. The third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dusk mist, and it's a favorite of mature ladies.
Mature lady.
What was that?
Maybe this.
That's the one older ladies like, right? Does that mean that Rex Lapis is actually an older lady?
I don't know.
Perhaps. Perhaps.
Perhaps, maybe. Yeah,
Rex
perhaps.
Lapis has taken on countless forms. Perhaps that really was one of them.
What a shame. We only got to see the giant dragon form, and... Let's hope the Chising can catch the real killer.
We can leave that to the authorities. Let us focus on the fond farewell for Rex Lapis.
Okay lah.
So, we finished another step in our preparations. What's next?
Next, I would like the two of you to help me borrow the cleansing bell.
Cleansing bell?
At present, a friend of mine named Madame Ping is the guardian of the cleansing bell.
Madam Ping.
She lives near Eugene
Ping.
Terrace. If you ask her, she will know what to do.
Sure, but aren't you going to come with us?
Ah, I have certain reasons why I cannot be there in person. Please, do this for me.
Susah bener nih orang ya.
Why is he gotta be so secretive this time?
I don't know. Achievement tercapai, harum sekali. Oke. Wall 500 meter ya. Sepertinya kita harus menggunakan lagi fast travel ya guys ya. Oh di sini kan? Yap. Pakai lagi. Teleport waypoint lagi. Oke. Kita kembali lagi di Lie Harbor. Terus cari Madam Ping. Ada ikan. Ada lotus head. Teratai ya guys ya. Hello, Madam Ping. Where are you? Jinjong. Yep, dia. Oh, ini ya. Ibu-ibu yang tua ini. Oh, nggak bisa dipakai lagi. Nggak bisa diambil lagi itunya. Bunganya ya. Halo, Madam Ping.
All things must change. Youngster, are you here to admire the flowers? But it's a shame. These glazed lilies have almost all wilted.
What happened to them?
Back in my day, people said that glazed lilies can read human hearts. If they heard beautiful sounds like laughter and singing, they would also bloom joyfully. But if they heard too much wild gossip or slander, they would quickly wither away.
So that means these flowers feel what's happening in Liyue?
Yes, the rumors of Rex Lapis's death are no small matter. They are everywhere. Some say it was a Fatui plot. Others say that the Chising made it all up. And still others think that which lies in the deep is breaking free. This harbor is like a mountain of dry tinder. One spark, and the fire will consume us all. Well, I shall say no more. This old woman's grown too old and naggy. Did you have something to say, youngster? Ah, that old trinket. I remember it being here with me, but I've grown old. I can't quite recall where it is exactly. An old friend of mine used to wear it on his person. Back when I was young, he saw me gazing at it often and gave it to me. But he told me then that if someone should come to borrow that bell, I should not be loath to part with it. It has been many years, and who knows how many times someone has come to borrow this bell. Still, though, I can't recall when it started. It's been a long time since anyone has come to borrow it. Oh, these old bones are so slow to look for things. I doubt you can wait that long.
That's right, Granny. We'll follow you back home and search for it ourselves. And, we can help with chores if you have any too.
All right, children. There is no need to worry. I didn't place the bell very far away.
Do you live near here, Granny? Whoa, but this is Eugene Terrace. It's gotta be expensive.
Oh, an old lady like me can't afford to buy a place in this city. See this ceramic teapot? My entire household is in here.
How does that work?
Coba yang gini ya.
What? There's no way Paimon would fit in there. And why do you need Paimon to go in anyway? Can't you just lift the lid and look inside?
Oh, youngsters. I simply mean that the bell is somewhere inside this teapot, and you are quite welcome to borrow it. If you can find it.
This Granny's so weird. What does she mean her whole household is in here?
Wah, kita berarti masuk ke dalam nih. Yakin nih Bang Pit bisa masuk ke dalam nih. Coba ya. Tuh kan bener. Udah kayak jinnya Aladin aja ya kan. Ah. Mampus kita tersedot nih ke dalam nih. Tuh kan. Bener guys, ya kan? Tuh dia terdampar lagi nih ke sini. Waduh, ada.
Where are we? What just happened?
Youngsters, this is where this old woman keeps all her things.
The heck?
Quickly now, go fetch that bell.
Tak bakar lo ya.
Whoa! That sounds like Granny's voice. So, this is her teapot? What's going on?
Oh dear, so many cobwebs. It seems I really haven't cleaned it in a long while.
Oke lah.
Sorry to trouble you, children. Please help an old lady clean up.
Oke. Yo, sini kalian. Oke, terbuka lagi. Ini kayak di episode sebelumnya ya guys ya. Banyak teka-teki ya kan. Oke, aktifkan. Alright. Terus kalian si Paimon sih tadi ya kan. Sok-sokan mau bersihkan.
You notice? The cobwebs were made of elemental energy.
Hey.
How long has it been since Granny last swept this place?
Kita jatuhin aja ya. Oh, udah kan? Itu aja. Itu aja lah ya.
Motion to compel.
Oh, saya ada shield di sini. Oke, aktifkan arus angin. Oh, di sana. Oke.
You know, with such a special teapot and the cleansing bell, do you think this old Granny could also be an adeptus?
Maybe, I don't know. Atau mungkin mama si Zhongli dia nih. Tahu lah si Zhongli kan agak aneh juga ya guys. Nenek ini juga ada something anehnya. Yup.
Everyone's more and more convinced that she's an adeptus. But don't they all live in Chilean Karst? Why would she stay in the city?
Yo, sini.
Incinerate! Ja.
Ya. Jatuh. Udahlah ya. Wait. Nah.
Ja. Motion to compel. Ja.
Tidak mempan. Saya udah pakai shield di sini. Shield dari Noela. Aduh. Wey.
Surrender and be gentle.
Nih, makan tuh. Mampus lu pada.
Incinerate.
Hey, what the heck? Dari mana datangnya itu?
Steady as stone.
Oh, masih belum?
Time to clean up.
Bentar. Kita hancurkan dulu ininya. Kita hancurkan dulu batu-batunya. Oke. Sudah ya?
Motion to compel.
Nih, makan nih. Waduh, ada laba-laba lagi di sini. Oke.
Incinerate.
Sebentar, sekalian kita nge-healing.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Kan lumayan kan? Oke, darah kita penuh semua deh jadinya. Hei, sini. Push. Oke, beres. Nah, what? Ini ya. Aktifkan arus angin lagi.
How many levels does this teapot have? It would be nice if we had one of these too. Or at least we wouldn't have to camp outside.
Ya betul juga sih. Sini udah luas ya kan? Nggak perlu beli rumah lagi ya kan? Bisa dibawa-bawa lagi. Oke, ini dia. Ah, ini loncengnya guys.
Oh, you found it. Youngsters are so quick on their feet. Oh, now, let me...
Okay, thank you, madam.
Right, that'll do. Come on out now, children.
Alright, Granny.
Oh, in and out in no time. You youngsters really are quick.
Apakah Anda seorang adeptus?
An adeptus? Oh, I haven't heard anyone say those words in earnest for a long time. As to whether I am one or
Jangan-jangan
not,
dia Rex Lapis, guys.
surely you
Karena
already
dia
understand.
suka tadi itu kan. Parfum untuk orang dewasa.
But is also kind of confused. Are you really giving us the bell just like that, Granny? Don't you think it's weird? Something's just happened to Rex Lapis and then we come running up asking for it?
Oh, don't be silly. Liyue Harbor has been through a great deal in its history. In that time, it has seen the departure of countless adepti. But no matter what, we have always performed the rite of parting first before any other matters. To cry, "Catch the murderer," at the top of one's lungs, but ignore the rite of parting. That, to me, is what is wrong-headed. Now that you have come to borrow the bell, I guess that perhaps an old friend of mine has finally decided to take matters into their own hands. So, why would I be unwilling to lend you the bell? Oh? Well, if it came to that, they would find a certain old lady knocking at their door. We haven't met in a while anyway. It would be nice to share a drink and chat.
Jangan si Zhongli dah setua nenek ini juga ya?
You
I
must
don't
have
know lah.
things to do. Since you have the bell, you should return. Oh, and do tell the person who sent you that if they have time, they can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
We will. Thanks, Granny.
Okay, thanks Granny. Oke, dia disuruh ke sana lagi. Terletakkan parfumnya di sana ya guys ya. Oh, si Zhongli-nya dari sini ya. Oke. Halo, Mr. Zhongli. Oke, Mr. Zhongli.
Indeed, this is the cleansing bell. It's in good condition. Let's place the perfume we've prepared inside. Of course. How would I know that the bell was with her otherwise?
That's suspicious. But if you don't want to talk about it, we won't pry. Oh, yes, that old granny asked us to tell you something. If you have the time, you can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
That tone does not suit you. Still, her teapot is indeed very good. There are none better for brewing tea.
Kayaknya dia mamanya
When a
tuh,
suitable
nggak tahu
time
lah.
arrives, I'll bring a spot of fine tea and pay her a visit.
So what's the next step in our preparations?
Next, we need to purchase kites.
Buset, masih ada lagi.
Ooh, Paimon loves kites. Are
Kite.
you taking us kite flying? Is this our break time?
No. Kites are children's toys, yes. But they also play various symbolic roles in Liyue's rituals.
Symbolic
I will
rules.
explain it to you. But our next course of action should probably be to purchase the kites first.
Oh, sure. Curiouser and curiouser.
Oke lah. Sepertinya bisa deh lompat dari sini. Terlalu jauh ya kalau kita ngikutin itu ya, jalan itu. Bolak-balik guys. Ya lebih dekat lah. Lumayan lah ya kan. Lumayan lah ya kan. Oh, loh kok nenek ini lagi? Oh beda ya? Tapi mukanya hampir sama. Halo nenek.
Ah, sir, you're here. The 7 kites you asked for have been made to order. Would you like to take them now?
Yes, thank you.
It's rare to see customers who want to buy this type of kite nowadays. In the early days, we used to get orders from people of all walks of life.
Well, this is Mr. Zhongli from the Langsung Funeral Parlor, so he's probably well-versed in all these walks of life. We've talked about a whole bunch of things while traveling with him. He seems to know Liyue's favorite topics, money and government, really well, but he likes talking about less useful topics instead.
Well, that's because I prefer to share fun things with you.
Children's toys are very fun things, that's for sure. I enjoy watching the children at play as much as anyone else, but there is more to it than that. Finely crafted toys are well loved by children, but this craft itself has been honed over thousands of years, and there is meaning behind that. I have made kites in Liyue for 40 years, and I am intimately familiar with the forms passed down from my ancestors. The meaning of these 7 kites is far from banal.
Indeed. These are decorations used in the rite of parting. The 7 kites represent the 7.
I took the liberty of coloring outside the lines when doing the insignia of the Animo Archon. As for the kite that honors the Geo Archon, one must follow the contract given right down to the last letter. These patterns are ancient, and you can also find them in the Golden House.
Ah, Paimon's heard that name before. Huh?
The design of this kite displays a firm grasp on the cyclicality and eternity so dear to the Electro Archon. These markings of tree and leaf pay due honor to wisdom and the passage of time. All this on a single kite. Truly astonishing. Justice flows across the surface of the waters. War rages like a flame. As does that which the Cryo Archon once... Yes. These details are masterfully done.
The compliments of a learned man truly are pleasant.
Well then, Granny Shan, I shall take these back with me. As for the payment...
Well, allow me.
Ah, untung aja ada si Charles. Dari mana aja lo, Charles?
No, I was merely passing through. I see Mr. Zhongli's the same as ever. When paying, well, when getting others to pay for him, he neither looks at the price tag nor his wallet. He knows a great deal about money, and about the trials of the common man. He just doesn't consider poverty to be something that could ever happen to him. Or perhaps, you could say that he cannot imagine himself lacking money.
How has he not died of hunger yet?
Child, you are as fond of jokes as ever. Well then, since we've purchased our kites without incident, there's no need to take a break before moving to the next step in our preparations. The rite of parting requires helping hands as well as materials. We should be able to find some people near the harbor.
Oh, by the way, take this bag of money. You probably won't want to let Zhongli do the bargaining, if you know what I mean. Seems I missed out on some interesting information. I suppose I'll just have to find a more opportune moment next time.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
Waduh, masih lagi ada banyak lagi guys. Buset. Ini dia, 1.
Hiring help? Sure. But let me just say first that I'm a reserve member of the Adventurers Guild. I take adventuring commissions, but I don't do anything clerical.
Adventure? Venturing into the mountains to capture a few crystal flies seems adventurous enough.
That's not hard. Almost a bit too easy for a reserve adventurer. Never mind. I'll only charge you 15,000 Mora. What say you?
A most fair price.
Oke. Terus negosiasi dulu lah. Ini ada 15.000. Kita punya 50.000 ya. Coba kita jangan kejam-kejam juga lah guys ya. Coba kita ambil berapa ya? Setengah harga. Setengah harga ya guys ya. Coba kita kasih setengah harga. Salah. Aduh, susahnya. Oke, seginilah coba. Oke.
Let's see. No, go higher, or I'm not doing this.
Kan lumayan guys, berarti kita kasih dia 10.000 maybe, ya. With a little bit bonus lah. Ya 200 boleh lah.
5 geocrystal flies. Yes, I do think it's worth about this much. I'll do it.
Oke. Kita cari lagi. Yang ini. Tag. Halo, tag. Tiknya mana? Tik tag, ya kan?
A full day of odd jobs at Eugene Terrace. No problem. 25,000 per day. A fair trade, yes?
25,000? The heck?
Whoa, that's expensive. Could you give us a bit of a discount on account of the whole Hero of Mondstadt thing?
Hero of Mondstadt? Never heard of them.
Well, you may never have heard of this hero, but it seems you've heard of Mora nonetheless. Thus, I will simply pay the whole sum.
Gila nih orang guys, mahal banget guys. Suasana hatinya lagi bagus sih. No lah, 11.000 lah. Tidak ngamuk pula. Let us give maybe 13 lah, 13. Coba kita kasih 13 aja. Jangan banyak lah pak.
That's too little. Hardly a fair price.
The heck? $15 lah. Ya 16.000.
This price will do. No loss to me for a day's work.
Untuk apa sih pekerja-pekerja ini? Tik kan betul. Tadi si tag. Buset. Cemilan dong ini.
Oh, help? Sure. I, Tick, always put in 100% effort into everything I do. Of course, there'll be a premium if you want me to give 110%. So what's the job?
Let me see. We are still missing some wooden implements over at Eugene Terrace. They aren't uncommon objects,
Padahal kita punya
so I
butuh
didn't make
banyak
any
ya.
special preparations for them.
No problem. That'll be 20,000 mora for a single trip. How does that sound?
Done.
20,000 tidak, negosiasi lah cuy. Too expensive lah. $13 should be good lah ya.
Let me think. Deal.
Tuh kan?
This price is reasonable. I'll hop right to it.
Oke. Cara lagi dengan child. Kan lumayan guys, bisa hemat ya guys ya. Kita hidup tuh jangan poya-poya ya. Hidup tuh harus efektif. Efektif itu artinya sudah pasti hemat ya guys ya. Hemat belum tentu efektif ya kan. Paham lah ya kan. Halo child.
All finished then? Splendid. Any leftover cash is yours to keep. A favor for the Fatui should never go unrewarded.
Aduh. Harusnya kita kasih semua aja sih. Kita banyak sih mora kita.
You think you can buy us off with some loose change? No way! Paimon demands to know when the next payment is coming.
Well, how does this sound? You give me the information I need, and maybe I'll leave the Northland Bank's vaults open and unattended for half an hour.
What info do you need? Huh. Does that mean you know what he's after? Yikes! You're right! Signora!
You both need to calm down. I don't know what's gotten into you. Just what is this about? The atmosphere got so tense all of a sudden.
Next, we need some everlasting incense. For this, we need to go to Boo Boo Pharmacy, the finest pharmacy in all of... Is everything okay?
Buset,
Everything is
banyak
fine.
banget dia nyuruh-nyuruh
I
kita
was just informing them that they need not return the surplus Mora. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be going.
Paimon definitely felt like Child wasn't happy with us just now.
It's okay lah, kalau dia nggak happy nggak apa-apa. Oke, di mana itu? Di sana. Boo Boo Pharmacy. Aduh, kita disuruh ke apotek lagi nih. Ngapain coba? Lama ya guys ya misinya ya. Set ini bisa 2 jam lagi nih. Ke episode sebelumnya. Udah gila guys. Tahu kan nih berapa lama ngerendernya ini? Aduh, what the heck? Keren amat nih tempatnya. Ini dia.
The reception is deserted, and it seems kinda spooky in here. Hello? Is anybody there?
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Huh? Did you hear that? Where did it come from?
The reception, it seems.
How about you go check it out, and Paimon will bring up the rear.
Takut nih si Paimon nih. Siapakah dia? Hai. Ini siapa ya namanya guys? Lupa nih Bang Pit nih.
Oh, there you are. But you can't even reach the counter.
Jika bicara soal tinggi badan, sebenarnya Paimon lebih.
Joke's on you. Paimon floats, so height is no restriction. Anyway, there's something weird about this one over here.
Zombie.
What's the talisman doing on her forehead? It can't be. She's a zombie.
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Oh yeah.
I am Chi-Chi.
Chi-Chi.
Once upon a time, Chi-Chi died. Then, Chi-Chi was saved by the Adepti. Now, Chi-Chi is a zombie.
Something like this would be unimaginable in Mondstadt.
I know.
Hello, little girl. Do you sell everlasting incense here?
Excuse me, sir. Did you bring your prescription?
Surely no prescription is needed to purchase everlasting incense. It's not a controlled substance.
Chi-Chi can get your medicine, but only if you show Chi-Chi your prescription. These are Chi-Chi's orders from Chi-Chi.
Zombies are limited to acting within the confines of their orders. And somehow in this case, the zombie issues her own orders to herself. My dear Chi-Chi, we didn't bring a prescription, I'm afraid. But we do hope that you can still help us find some everlasting incense.
Okay then.
How did you manage that?
But Chi-Chi helps you. You help Chi-Chi. Only fair.
Since when do customers need to do favors for customer service staff?
Never mind. Just think of it as a peer-to-peer transaction. That way, everybody wins. Sometimes in Liyue, the art of the deal is simply about
This is weird,
victory
you know?
via mental gymnastics.
Go to Mount Tianheng, find the Guizhong Ballista, and hunt a cocoa goat. Please and thank you.
I don't believe so. The Guizhong Ballista, at least, I have heard of before. It's a kind of crossbow turret, installed on Mount Tianheng by an adeptus in the distant past. An early mechanical device. Located in Tianheng Pass, it was designed to automatically fire at large monsters, protecting Liyue from external threats.
Mr. Zhang Li really knows Liyue inside out.
Apparently not quite. This is the first I have ever heard of the cocoa goat.
Cocoa
The
goat.
cocoa goat is a legendary animal. An adeptabeast.
Did you want to add anything else, or...?
No, just that the cocoa goat is a legendary animal. An adeptabeast. What it looks like, don't know. Where to find it, don't know either. Where it came from, also don't know.
Very well then. Let's start by investigating near the Guizhong Ballista. Perhaps we will find some clues.
What the heck is a cocoa goat?
What the heck is cocoa goat? That's true. That is exactly what I'm gonna ask you about, you know? Oke. Saatnya kita terbang lagi. Oh, di bawah sana ya. Oke. Cocoa goat. Guizhong Ballista. Oh, sepertinya tantangan yang ini ya. Oh, bukan tantangan deh, maksudnya ini ya. Oke. Periksa. Oke.
It's huge! Paimon can totally believe it took an adeptus to build this. But how do you operate this thing? Just think how much strength you would need.
It is currently inoperable in any case. This device is broken.
It's broken.
Aw, what? It broke?
After millennia of wear and tear, even adepti contraptions are difficult to maintain.
So what are we gonna do? Quick, Mr. Zhongli, use your unlimited high society knowledge powers!
You almost make it sound like I'm some sort of bourgeois parasite whose only utility lies in providing quaint pieces of trivia on demand. That said, let me think for a moment. Ah, yes. Spare parts were made for the Guizhong Ballista when it was first built, in case it was damaged in battle. As I recall, there is a military supply post from that period somewhere inside the pass. If we can retrieve the spare parts from where they are stored, we may be able to repair the Guizhong Ballista. One just needs to understand the basic working principles of the device.
So, what you're saying is that you actually understand the working principles?
I have a smattering of knowledge on the topic. With the parts in hand, I could at least tinker with it.
Ambil persenjataan katanya di gudang.
Where is that
Oh, ini.
supply post? Here, posty, posty, posty.
And then di bawah lagi. Hah? Nah. Mana lagi nih guys? Coba di sini. Oh, di bawah sini ya. Nope. Not here. Huh? So, di atas. The heck, di atas. Oh, balik lagi. Oh, perbaiki. Udah dapat yang tadi, langsung ke sini lagi ya. Oh, alah. Ya. Oke, kok udah dapat itu udah balik lagi, guys.
These parts look useful.
Oke, ini dia suku cadangnya, ya kan?
One moment. I will try to repair the device. It is done. The Guizhong ballista is more intricately designed than I thought.
Ooh! Now how do we turn it on?
It's easy enough. We simply need to do this. Look, it even has a scope.
Over here we have nothing. And over there, more nothing.
Hey! Just what do you think you're doing?
Hey, apa nih?
So you fixed up this turret because you're planning to do what exactly?
Not a turret. A Guizhong ballista. Also, kindly state your name before you ask a question. It's just good manners.
Are you blind or something? You're looking at the leader of the treasure hoarders, old man. This area is supposed to be chock full of hidden treasures, but you can't get anywhere near them with this thing keeping watch. It might look like any other mechanical device, but trust me, it's got a mind of its own. Last time we approached the mountain, it nearly skewered one of our guys. A few of us risked our lives to disarm it, which amazingly we managed. And then we turn our backs for 2 seconds, and you've already gone and repaired it? The next thing you'll be repairing is your faces, and that's if you get out of this alive!
Santai dong.
Vandalizing the legacy of an Adeptus for selfish gain. Disgraceful behavior. It is not we who need reprimanding, but you.
Oke, kita dikasih coba si Zhongli kah? Oh, belum. Dikasih, guys. Tak bakar gue, yo. Oke, sudah semua kan? Sial. Sabar guys. Halo. Tidak kena. Wih. Ya. Oh, masih ada ternyata. Oke. Sial. Awas. Wow, banyak meteor petasan kalian ya. Nih, makan tuh. Oh my god, banyak banget.
Try not to enjoy this.
Noel, we need shield.
Leave it up to
Alright. Jangan. Aduh. Pada jatuh semua lagi. Oke, tinggal kamu kan? Dah? Oke, beres guys.
The
Yoi, Paimon, ya kan?
Troubling ourselves over this rabble is not worth the time. We should focus on our contract with Chi-Chi.
Oh yeah, that! So we've got the Guizhong ballista working, but where's our coca goat?
A search using the Guizhong ballista revealed no significant life forms nearby, save for the usual wildlife. What's more, a contraption built using Adeptus technology should have no trouble detecting an Adeptabeast, as Chi-Chi put it.
Which means... Paimon wouldn't go that far. We did something positive, right?
We won't solve anything while standing here and racking our brains. Let's return to Boo Boo Pharmacy, explain that we could not find a Coco Goat, and review our next step.
Good idea. We did our best, and that's what counts.
Oke. Sepertinya mereka nyerah, guys, ya kan? Kita harus balik lagi menuju Cici. Kalau waypoint lagi seperti biasa, ya kan? Oke, kita sampai lagi di kok the heck? Kita harus kembali lagi ke si Cici, ya kan? Halo Cici. Ini dia si zombie ya, vampir ya. Oke.
Forgive us. We were unable to fulfill our end of the contract. We found no trace of the Coco Goat Adeptabeast of which you speak.
What a disappointment. Don't worry about it. But I feel very disappointed.
Aw, poor Chi-Chi. Why does Paimon feel so guilty all of a sudden?
Cocoa goat milk is tasty.
Oh.
So tasty.
Dia lapar nih kayaknya.
Much better than normal goat milk. Only an Adeptabeast could make such tasty milk. I'm sorry. I have a poor memory. I cannot remember the name of the milk. That's why I wrote it down. Where did I put it? Ah, here. This is the name. Coconut milk.
What the heck? What the heck?
I owe you both an apology. I hastily agreed to what appeared to be an equitable agreement with the zombie child, when perhaps I should have undertaken further due diligence.
The god.
Never mind, Zhongli. You didn't know.
The heck?
As the Liyue proverb goes, all things are random and, so how are you supposed to predict anything? Literally no one could have seen this coming.
Excuse me, everyone. Did Chi-Chi say a bad thing?
Yes, of course.
Sorry, but Paimon's gonna leave the job of shattering this poor kiddo's world to you.
No. Impossible.
Seems Chi-Chi took this pretty hard.
Oh.
Someone learnt a valuable life lesson
Siapakah
today,
ini?
then. Thank you all for looking after my little Chi-Chi.
Might I ask who?
Ah, how rude of me.
Baiju?
I'm
Baiju?
boss of the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Paimon thought Chi-Chi was the boss. Turns out it's some wacko who wears medicinal ingredients around his neck.
What a sorry state of affairs. This little mascot is even more of a simpleton than Chi-Chi.
Ah, silent, but faced with strangers, I must speak, lest you mistake me for an escapee from the medicine cabinet, for I am a living, breathing serpent.
Don't mind
Baju ini
Chung-Chung.
karakter juga
She's
ya.
a good girl, really. As for you three, communal chaos causing with Chi-Chi aside, what business brings you here?
Do you sell everlasting incense in this fine establishment?
Everlasting incense? Why, of course we do.
Whew, at last, things are finally starting to come together.
3 million mora. Top quality.
The heck?
Guaranteed.
Aw, too bad the Chising have taken it over for now. Security will be tighter than usual.
3 million. An innocuous number in and of itself, though practically speaking, it could be a hard sum to come by.
It's a crazy number. We'd never be able to make that much mora. And as for Mr. Zhongli, he's around 3 million short.
This is correct.
What are we gonna do? Is this the part where we go crawling back to child?
Coco Goat! Coco Goat! My sides hurt. Oh my goodness. I cannot
Coco
believe
Goat.
you fell for that.
Hey!
The
Less
heck?
laughter, more sympathy!
I'm almost in tears over here. Thank you. That was the best laugh I've had in a long time. In return, I'm more than happy to sort out this mess you've managed to get yourselves into. Excuse me, sir. Dr. Baiju, isn't it? Truly honored. I'm Child, one of the Fatui Harbingers. Forgive my audacity, but I see a great many opportunities for us to collaborate in the future. If Boo Boo Pharmacy needed a stable supply of, say, coconut milk, the Fatui could help by setting up a robust and speedy distribution network.
Strange. I knew the Fatui infiltrated businesses with seductive deals, but so much fuss over coconut milk?
Coconut milk. Baiju, quick. Chi-Chi wants coconut milk.
Ah, yes, of course, Chi-Chi. Anything you want. Thank you, child. I look forward to a successful collaboration in the future. I can give you a discount on that everlasting incense, too. Let's say 2,990,000 mora.
That's like 0 difference from 3 million!
2,990,000. Also an innocuous number in and of itself, though practically speaking, it is a whole 10,000 less than the original sum of 3 million. Well, now that this is settled, we must head back to Yujing Terrace. Mr. Child, Dr. Baiju, little Miss Chi-Chi, see you soon.
That lot is an absolute riot. Honestly, I can't remember the last time I laughed so hard. So, you've been eavesdropping, I hope? What have I missed?
Yes, Master Child.
Ekaterina.
They spoke of the Qixing taking the Golden House.
Well, well, well. Ningguang and her Qixing cronies. What else would they be hiding in the Golden House, if not the Exuvia? I apologize, but I warned you, didn't I? As the old Liu saying goes, the walls have ears.
Tuh kan. Haha. Oke lah. Kita letakkan dupa ya. Aduh. Di atas ternyata guys. Di atas ya. So. Aduh. Jatuh lagi. Sorry. Oke. Oke. Sana ya. Okay, Mr. Zhongli.
Well, as it stands, we've hired helpers, and we've acquired the everlasting incense. The completion of our preparations is not far off.
Whew, finally!
Well, traveler, have you gained anything from our adventure so far? Odd. Which is it, I wonder? The questions that such travels raise are ever so complicated. Well, I'll leave you to ruminate over it yourself. As to remuneration for your help, I've decided to treat you to a meal. Oh, yes, don't worry. I will remember to bring the Mora this time. Tonight, I shall take you both to an old hole in the wall, praised throughout Liyue.
Hole in the wall? As in a cool restaurant?
Indeed. Let us meet near the harbor, at third round knockout.
Oke, quest selesai lagi. Tunggu sampai waktunya tiba. Oh, kita percepat aja ya guys ya, seperti biasa ya. Gila, panjang banget nih apanya nih. Jam berapa? 18 ya. Oh, tidak terlalu jauh. Oke. Oke. Sebentar, ada achievement di sini. Banyak juga ya. Lumayan guys. Oke, undangan Zhongli. Tidak terlalu jauh kan? Oh, tidak terlalu jauh kok. Kita terbang aja, jangan lama-lama. Kita terbang lagi guys, ya kan? Ada kucing di situ. Siapa yang suka kucing guys? Warnanya orange lagi ya kan? Saya dia itu bos ya kan? Bang Fit tidak suka. Mohon maaf ya. Sebentar nih, kok ada yang bling-bling gini? Oke, ini dia. Saatnya kita duduk.
You're here. There's no need to order. I've already done so.
Udah dipesan sama dia semua ya guys ya katanya.
Third round knockout is not for lightweights, like those taverns in Mondstadt. Here, the owner does not take such unorthodox orders as fruit juice. I ordered some wine-fermented sweet rice balls for you, if that counts.
If it is to your liking, dear customers, I shall continue the tale of Lady Ningguang's Jade Chamber.
Hey, there's even a storyteller here! Great atmosphere!
Besides fine wine, the excellent ambiance is the reason why this place is so well loved. But when I say ambiance, I refer to a different sort from the one the Tevat travel guide uses to judge other establishments.
As you all know, high above the land of Liyue lies a pavilion in the clouds, a palace in the mist. What does it mean to have all-seeing eyes? This, my friends, Lady Ningguang's masterwork that bridges earth and sky. Imagine, the weather is clear, and you gaze down from the deck on the world below. Behold, the glorious sights of Liyue Harbor, stretching out far and wide.
Oke, ada sneak peek dari siapa tuh?
They say that when Lady Ningguang ponders important affairs, she retreats to her jade chamber with none but her 3 closest confidants in tow. Why brings she these trusted 3 to sift through sources, dig through documents, looking for information? Piece by piece, facts and figures paint a picture on the walls of the chamber. But well before the wall is filled, Lady Ningguang's mind is made up. Having made her call, she has every last document shredded, and whoosh, she scatters the shavings out her window. Ah, look at them, how they billow in the wind like a sudden swirling blizzard. As the fragments fall, traces of text flicker before the eyes of the merchants of Liyue, like ink stains in white snow. The saying goes, the rarest treasures in the land are the words brought by the paper snow. For the words of the Tianquan have the power to move mountains, and all throughout the land know it.
Okay.
These are but scraps of paper, and yet they guide Lady Ningguang's hand. Such is their value. Merely grasping one or two of them will surely gift you a fragment of her wisdom, enough to stay a step or two ahead of your peers.
Tianquan Ningguang. Feels like
Tianquan
we're hearing this
Ningguang.
name a lot. Liyue locals talk about her. The Fatui hate her. She's most likely the one who hid the exuvia.
Yep.
And we saw her at the rite of dissension.
Ya rangku. Ya gitu sih.
Paimon wonders what sort of person she is.
At last I have found you. You who returned from Jueyun Karst.
Who's there?
Siapa nih?
Wait, I am not with the Millelith, nor am I here to claim
Oh,
your
yang perempuan
bounty.
tadi ya? Siapa nih?
However, I am an emissary of the
Ganyu.
Liyue Chising. My name is Ganyu, secretary at the Yua High Pavilion, and I have come specifically to meet you.
Aku memang tuh liweknya nama Ganyu sekretaris dari Pavilion Yihei. Aku sengaja sama.
Well, in concrete terms, I am the corporate secretary for the Chising. At the moment, I am serving as Lady Ningguang's special emissary.
Okay.
Ningguang sent you? We were literally just talking about her.
My apologies, you who have returned from Jueyun Karst. I am duty-bound and cannot extend my courtesy to you in full. But I have with me a letter from Lady Ningguang. She extends a formal invitation to you in her capacity as Tianquan. She invites you to her palace in the sky.
An official invitation?
Lady Ningguang said this. Invite him to come here. I wish to meet him. At the Jade Chamber, together we shall snip every one of these entwining dark threads.
Oke. Yap, akhirnya guys, chapter 2-nya selesai.
And with that, the emissary who
Yeah.
called herself Ganyu just disappeared. But we've received an invitation from the Liyue Chising. Paimon still can't believe it. We'll be meeting people that have way more money than Paimon could ever count. We should be on our best manners.
An invitation to visit the Jade Chamber is a rare honor indeed. You'd best be on your way now. But don't forget about the rite of parting. Once you've finished at the Jade Chamber, meet me at Dihua Marsh.
Oke, Mr. Zhongli.
Don't forget Dihua Marsh. We'll see you there.
Iya, ini yang ketiga ya, bagian ketiga guys ya. Tapi jangan dulu, Bang Pit, kita lanjutin lagi ke quest story lagi ya guys ya. Ini quest Archonnya sudah 2 part ya kan, udah 2 episode, jadi bosan juga, kita akan balik lagi ke quest story atau quest dunianya mungkin ya guys. Ya guys ya. Oke. Akhirnya selesai juga ya guys ya. Widih, mewah banget nih restorannya ya kan. Oke lah. Jadi gitu dulu ya semuanya. Jadi seru banget quest Archon kali ini. Banyak sekali ceritanya yang sulit ditebak. Jadi ya ini lebih ke story-nya lebih banyak ya guys ya, daripada bertarungnya. Jadi gitu dulu untuk episode kali ini. Jadi silahkan di like, silahkan di subscribe kalau kalian suka, silahkan di komen juga. Dan juga ya boleh di share juga ya guys ya. Jadi sekian dulu untuk episode kali ini. See you on the next episode. Oke semuanya, see you.